Guys, I need every single person right now to go and thank Sam for me because he is the only reason why I kept my hair. No
Really?
joke. We flew somebody out to teach Sam how to cold cap in person because it is a pretty meticulous and detailed process. Only
Bro, that's
qualified
a
people
real friend, dog. That is a real ass friend,
are
dog.
really supposed
Anytime I hear somebody in my family has cancer, it really breaks me down. Like, it really brings tears to my eyes because it's like, how can you stop it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did have one family member who actually had stage 4 cancer, and I don't know how, but that man fought. I'm talking about the doctor gave him 2 days to live. That was 2 years ago. This man's still alive.
Action. Turn the lights on. Turn up for the team. Buy up everything. We don't need a reason. We just need the cream. Turn up for the team. We live in a dream. Let the family business begin. Turn up for the team. Turn up for the team. Turn up for the team. Turn up for the team.
What it is, what it do, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video from your boy Shy J. Hey man, I know it's been a while since I posted. It's been almost 2 weeks, but I seen this video and I just had to react to it, man. For those of y'all who don't know, I got a lot of favorite YouTubers, bro, and one of my most favorite paranormal channels has to be Sam and Colby. Sam and Colby, Oh My Gosh TV. I just recently found Twin Paranormal. Like, I love reacting to scary stuff. I love watching scary stuff. Like, even in my free time, I watch Bizarre Bub. Like, I love watching paranormal stuff, bro. Everybody who follows Sam and Colby, they know that Colby has cancer, testicular cancer, if I'm not to be mistaken. When everybody found out, it was actually pretty scary. Not even gonna lie to you. And the first thing that came to my mind when I found out he had cancer, because the crazy thing about it is, when I found out that he had cancer, I just had recently watched their episode where they had went to see Robert the Doll. Now, everybody knows about Robert the Doll if you're a Sam and Colby fan, and Robert the Doll is known for giving people illness and almost to the point where he even kills people. In the episode, they were being pretty bold. I felt like this was retaliation from Robert the Doll. Robert the Doll, I apologize. I'm sorry. Whenever you see his face, you have to apologize. But for my concern, I'm gonna just say I apologize because I'm talking about him. I'm not gonna do y'all the same way they did us, because they kept showing the doll throughout the episode, and I was like, why are they doing this? Why you putting me through it? Every time I seen that face, I was like, hey bro, I'm sorry. Colby, if you're watching this, you probably not. Bro, I love your channel, you and Sam, bro. Y'all are literally the best paranormal YouTubers on the platform. Literally the top, the number one, bro. I can't find anybody who's as entertaining as you guys, bro. I'm hoping that you pull through this. I really am, bro. I'm pulling for you. I'm praying for you. I hate cancer, even though I am a cancer, but cancer has hit almost all our families. I'm pretty sure you know somebody, a friend, a family member, or a friend, or a friend of the family that has battled cancer or either lost their life to cancer. And anytime you hear that word, it's scary, even in the zodiac signs. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you know when your boy's posting. If you film this video, make sure you let me know by dropping a like or by leaving a comment down below. By the way, man, we so close to 18K. We're so close. We're at 17.5K right now. Hopefully by the end of this month, we'll be at 18K and above. You feel me? But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video, man, because we ain't gonna do too much talking because we already done enough. So let's get it, man. Let's go.
Colby, and together we're Sam and Colby. That was great.
So yo,
Mr. Brock, this is Dr. I need you to call me back as soon as you can to discuss the results. Give us a call back right away. Bye.
Hang in there, buddy. You're gonna get through this. You are like the strongest motherfucker I know, so if anyone can get through this, it's gonna be you.
Crazy, brother. I hope you're doing all right. I can't believe that was just going on.
Colby, my brother, that is definitely wild. Anytime you hear that word cancer, it just hits a little deeper.
Hell yeah, that shit's scary.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Chris, I love you so much. And if there's anything you need at any minute, you know, we'll drop it. We'll be there.
If you need anything, I can, I drop whatever the fuck I'm doing here. You matter a lot more.
If you need anything, I'm here for you.
It's dope that he has so much support.
God bless, brother. Everything will be alright.
From like, and when I say support, I mean from actual friends. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna have support from your supporters, your subscribers, but YouTube is a grimy business, bro. Like, well, any type of business where you're out in the limelight, people only rock with you because of what you have, your platform. You know what I'm saying? What you can do for them. The fact that these people are actually hitting him up, it shows that they actually value that friendship, and I can actually honestly say I respect that.
The word
I love
cancer
that.
for the first time, I just was in disbelief. I remember I ran to my bathroom mirror and looked myself in the eyes, and I said, whatever I gotta do, I got this. Just take one step at a time. Let's go to the doctors right now and talk to him in person. And on my way to the doctors was when I called Sam for the first time. I remember him being super positive and just saying that we're gonna get through this. But what he really wanted was to see me as soon as possible. And so he actually drove out to my doctors to meet me there. And it only took them about 5 minutes to get the results. And they confirmed that yes, something super concerning was happening and that I would probably need to get surgery as soon as possible. As I was leaving the doctor's appointment, I remember running into Sam. And this was the first time that I saw him since I told him the news. And so we just hugged each other for a really, really long time. And it just felt amazing to be able to confide in my best friend everything that I was thinking and feeling at that certain moment. You guys have no idea. It just made everything instantly better just having him by my side.
Bro, being positive in this type of situation, you one strong ass motherfucker, bro.
Way home.
Cause man, I'm talking about. My head would be all over the place, y'all. I'll tell you, bro. Like, it would be all over the place, man. I can't say I haven't seen that one deterring or one sad post from this guy. Like, even in the videos, he ain't changed one bit, bro. Not one bit. Like, he's not woe is me, and he's not my life is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still the same Kobe. I was about to say the Sam and Kobe. But he's still the same Kobe, bro. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to be positive in that type of situation, especially when your life is at stake, bro.
I remember calling my mom for the first time, which was super hard, right hearing the pain in her voice. I can't even explain like how that makes you feel. In fact, I think the hardest part of this entire journey has been telling other people. To be honest, it just sucked being the bearer of bad news, and I hated seeing the way that my friends and family's face would change completely when I told them about it. It's hard. So, if you're wondering how I cope with the news that I had cancer, it was actually through a lot of exercise and hiking.
See, my mind would be all over the place.
Guys, if I didn't have a place to go hiking every single day, I would have actually gone crazy. Hiking was the only thing helping me with my anxiety.
Alright guys, it says no filming in here at all, but we're rebels, you know what I'm saying?
15 minutes before surgery.
15 minutes. I feel a little bit of nerves, I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is.
It's a good thing overall. Like, this is supposed to help you.
Yeah, I want this to happen sooner than later, so like I'm excited for the surgery.
So my first step of this entire crazy process
Boy,
was
don't
going to be
lay his hair.
surgery.
Boy.
I needed to just get this cancerous mass out of me as soon as possible. And after many calls and many other appointments
This
to
supposed
set
to be
up,
this
even
supposed to
being
be
able
support.
to be qualified to go to surgery, I was finally able to schedule it about 2 weeks later, which was pretty dang fast. In those 2 weeks leading up to the surgery, I definitely felt nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but it was mostly because I've never been put under general anesthesia, so I was kind of afraid of that process. But I'm telling you guys, it was so easy. It was literally like teleporting.
Give future Colby an update.
Yeah,
on
I
what you're
mean,
thinking.
zero recognition of some people looking at my boss.
And he made it.
The day after surgery, I was debating whether I wanted to tell social media or not.
They took my mouth. I don't know why I went straight to South Park.
And if you guys saw my Instagram post in February, then you know that I decided to tell everybody. I just was realistically thinking of how many people it could help and how much awareness I could spread by sharing my story, and that I'm fortunate enough to have the platform that I have. So why wouldn't I use my platform to put a positive impact on people? And guys, I just want to say a massive thank you for all the love and support that you gave me as soon as I told everybody in February. It means the world to me. I can't tell you how thankful I am to have all you guys.
Scanxiety.
So the next steps after surgery was I just had to go in and get weekly blood work to check those tumor markers. And this brings me to something that I call scanxiety, the worst feeling of this entire journey. I would go and get my blood done, and then usually only like 24 hours later, I'd get the results back. Since I was going so often, I knew when to check and would be constantly on my computer refreshing and seeing if the results were there. Obviously hoping that my tumor markers were going down each time, so there was just like a lot of anxiety of what these results would say. And if there was any side of my tumor markers not going back to normal, I would automatically have to do 3 months of chemo minimum. I will say though, the way I've been coping with that specifically is just telling myself it is what it is. Might as well not cry about it now. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And then besides the scanxiety, it was just that lingering.
But that mindset though, bruh. Dog, I wish I had this type of mindset to where I could just, it is what it is. Stop worrying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop worrying about it. What you cannot control, what you cannot control. Shut the fuck up. Stop worrying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, dog, how are you so positive? How?
Do I have to do chemo thought that was in the back of my head that just kept creeping up, that would just push down? Something that I want to talk about as well is just resuming normal life while going through a situation like this. Obviously, I was still editing and working, doing meetings, filming YouTube videos for you guys. I did the whole UK trip while I was doing blood work and dealing with scanxiety, and so I just think it's really important to get the point across that daily life does not stop. And obviously, since health is so important, it was on the front of my mind constantly, and so I'd have to kind of forget, quote unquote, for a little bit in order to work and resume normal life. I met up with my oncologist and I was given an ultimatum for next steps. I had a 35% chance of recurrence, meaning I had 1/3 of a chance of my cancer coming back. That left me with the hardest decision I had to make in my entire life. The doctor said I could either choose something called active surveillance, where they basically just monitor you super closely, and I'd have to live with this 35% recurrence forever, or I could do 1 cycle of chemotherapy, and that would take that 35% down all the way to less than 5. But guys, just to be completely open and real with you, I was not in a good place for a second because of this decision.
Yeah, I can see that.
When I had all my blood work appointments,
like when it comes to making decisions like this, dog, especially when your life is dependent on it, that shit is fucking mind-boggling, scary as fuck, bro. Cause I had a situation where I thought I had kidney disease. And dog, like it was, oh my God, bro. Like y'all don't understand, bro. Like the research that I did, the constant nights of me staying up, the constant nights of me finding new symptoms, and I'm psyching myself out thinking that I got these symptoms, only to realize I didn't. The shit was scary as fuck, bro. Oh my God, dog. I don't even want to think about it, bro. That was a rough time for me. A real rough time for me. And the scary part was it was caught during a physical for a job. I was getting ready for a job and they were testing me and they did a urine sample and they was like, oh my goodness. I was like, what? They was like, oh my gosh, you have a lot of blood in urine, a lot of blood and protein in your urine. And it just sent me, I was like, what does that mean? They was like, I was like, what does that mean? They was like, well, it's usually a sign for kidney disease. We're going to have to run some more tests. I'm excited to start my new job. And this is what I get. This is what you telling me. Like I was completely terrified. Absolutely terrified, dog. My bad. This ain't about me. This is about Colby.
I was actually way less anxious because I knew what I had to do. But because I had to make the decision and it was like a gray area and I could choose either path and both of them could have been fine or not work out, and it was up to me, put me in just this anxious mindset of honestly just worrying about choosing the wrong thing. It's just like with active surveillance, I'd be living with anxiety. But if I did chemo, I could possibly have all these bad side effects that could last a lifetime.
Oh, wow.
Possibly become infertile, lose all my hair, the list goes on and on of all the negatives that chemo brings. But then again, it gets rid of the cancer, so it gets rid of that anxiety. It's like I had no clear choice of what to do. Like guys, chemo, for those of you who don't know, is literally like a self-destruct button in your body. The way it works is it kills really, really fast growing cells everywhere. Cancer cells are the fastest growing cells, so it targets those first, but it also kills all your other healthy cells. I realize I'm gonna be completely vulnerable with you guys right now. The main reason I didn't want to do chemotherapy was just for superficial reasons.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose my hair, especially being somebody that's on social media.
Yeah.
Like, it even got to the point where late at night, if I couldn't sleep because I'd be thinking about the chemo, I would go on Snapchat and find those filters that get rid of your eyebrows and your hair and just like stare at myself, like looking at the filter. I truthfully cared what you guys would have thought about me when I knew deep down that health was the most important thing. So that's why I chose chemo.
Really? Okay.
Finally, the main reason why I ended up choosing chemotherapy is because if my cancer, God forbid, did come back, then I wouldn't have to just do one 21-day cycle, but I would at minimum have to do 3 to 4 cycles, which would be 3 or 4 months. And I just couldn't afford to take off that much time from everything else I got going on in life. Oh my gosh, and let me tell you, it felt so good for me to just get out of that gray area and have a plan of action. As soon as I made up my mind and told the doctor and had something scheduled down that I am doing chemo for sure, all of that gray area anxiety and decision-making anxiety went away instantly. For the first week of my cycle, I had infusions 5 days in a row. And my arm veins are completely destroyed. I would go into the hospital every single morning at like 8 a.m. and they put like a little IV in my hand. And I would sit there for about 4 to 5 hours as the chemo was doing its thing and entering my veins. First week was the hardest because I did get slammed with so much chemo. I lost my appetite almost completely and I lost a lot of weight too. Before starting chemo, I was weighing in around 160, and by day 21, I was 147.
Damn.
I experienced stuff called tinnitus, which is like your ears ringing all the time. I had some weird visual hallucinations
I got that
as well.
anyway.
Not like I
that
was
all my
seeing
life.
giraffes running around my living room, but definitely like some weird, clouded, foggy hallucinations that would appear in the corner of my eyes. It's really hard to explain. I took this specific chemo drug called bleomycin.
Something like a ghost? All right,
Which
I'm
made
sorry.
my face so red, like I was in the sun all day, and it was starting to peel. I did have one freak out moment, not gonna lie. Yesterday I had an anxious morning because it was the first time seeing my face all red and swollen, and waking up and seeing that like kind of spiraled me a little bit, if I'm being honest, because I thought I couldn't breathe as deep, and I saw that my heart rate was accelerating and stuff, and so it just kind of perpetuated this feeling of fear and what's going on, especially because I got to the hospital and I went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror and my eyes were completely bloodshot red and my lips were really chapped and my face was beet red. But I think
I don't remember seeing him with a red face, but I do remember seeing like his face had got like fatter throughout. I guess he was going through chemo at the time, but or either he just had got done with chemo. I don't know, but I remember I was watching, I was like, damn, his face looks way fatter now. This was after he had said he had cancer, but this was like probably 2 or 3 months after. So I don't know. Maybe his face was swollen then, but it was coming down, but it was coming down to the point where you can really tell.
God, every single day that I have not experienced any long-term side effects from my chemo. The 21 days was very hard, but it's gonna be different for every person going through it. There's dozens of chemo drugs for different cancers. Was it hard? Yes. Was it bearable? Yeah, I survived. And as you guys can see, I kept my hair. So the thing that I was most worried about, the alopecia, didn't even affect me.
Cold capping. What does that mean?
The main thing that I did that saved my hair was something called cold capping. And this is a practice that is not backed by doctors quite yet because it's so new that they just don't know if it works or not. But oh my God, that process was absolutely insane. That was, no joke, the hardest part of my entire cycle. Way, way, way worse than any symptom that I felt was just having a frozen head for like 8 hours a day. So essentially what cold capping is just taking a helmet and putting it in a bucket of dry ice, and it has to get down to this specific freezing temperature and then switched out every single 30 minutes, starting at 8 a.m. and then ending around dinner time. So it was hours.
You just taught me something though. I never knew about
5
this.
minutes of cold capping every day was probably the worst part. It's freezing the head. And then I was just numb. And it goes all around your ears as well. So I couldn't hear hardly anything while I was like experiencing all the other symptoms of chemo with added muffled hearing and a frozen ass head. Guys, I need every single person right now to go and thank Sam for me because he is the only reason why I kept my hair. No joke. We flew somebody out to teach Sam how to cold cap in person because it is a pretty meticulous and detailed process. Only qualified
that's a
people
real friend, dog. That is a real ass friend, dog.
are really supposed to do it, but after getting on a phone call and
Shout out
explaining
to
my
Sam,
situation, they agreed to teach Sam how to do it. But guys, that means Sam was by my side every single day, and every single 30 minutes he had to come, undo all my straps, and then put on a new cold cap for hours a day. And I, like, who has a friend that would do that for them? I am so grateful. And I don't think I could even explain how grateful I am to him of what he did for me. Like, I will never, ever, ever, ever forget the amount of work that he had to put in for me. And not only that, he drove me to my hospital appointments every single day. Every single night, he would have to drive all around Vegas to different stores to find new dry ice so that I could keep cold capping the next day. Like, it's it makes me like, I feel like crying right now because that's like,
bro,
it's so
you don't
special,
get those type
man.
of
Like that
friends
is so
every
crazy
day,
to have
bro.
like a friend that would like do that for you. That's awesome. And like, especially because I didn't have time to like think about all the other stuff like going on, like dealing with all my symptoms. Like he just like took this massive stress off my shoulders, and I like, I thank him so much, like every day for it. I
Shout
owe
out
him
to Sam,
everything,
bro.
and I hope you guys know that like what you guys see online on social media, it's so real. It's like that man is my best friend, and he's been by my side since 14, and I know one day I will be able to repay him somehow. He is an amazing human for that. After my cycle, I was so excited to celebrate, but I wasn't even given the chance to. Only 24 hours after my cycle, I went to see an oncologist, and he basically told me that he thinks I need to do more chemo.
Damn.
What happened is one of my blood tumor markers shot up during the cycle, and he had never seen it go that far out of range. And so, erring on the side of caution, he was like, you should probably just do one more, and we'll monitor your blood more closely just to make sure this doesn't happen again. And guys, truthfully speaking, this was probably the lowest I felt during this entire journey, solely because it was a blindside. The thought of chemo from the beginning was something I didn't want to do, but as soon as I decided that I was going to do it, all my anxiety went away. But this was different because I thought I was done. I thought I had beat cancer at this point, and the really hard 21 days that I just went through was worth it. It was all over. But yeah, I just remember being in the doctor's office and having that same feeling that happened to me when I got the first phone call where my heart dropped and my mind started spinning, and it was horrible. What made it even more stressful is when doing multiple chemotherapy cycles, at least in my case, they're supposed to be back to back. So I didn't have much time to go find another option or opinion. I think all in all, if I had one piece of advice, I would just say be proactive if you're in a similar situation. Try your best to expedite appointments as much as you can. Sometimes it just takes a few extra phone calls or looking for other options from different places to get sooner appointments. For example, it was only a couple phone calls that I had to make to get my surgery expedited 1 week earlier, and that was when I had the cancer still inside of me. If you're feeling pain or something weird going on in an embarrassing area like I had, first of all, fuck that. It's not embarrassing at all. This is your health we're talking about. The most important thing is talking to somebody and getting peace of mind. Find a primary care doctor right now if you don't have one. That was my mistake. I am so lucky to be in the position that I am, and so fortunate that I have a job where I can move things around however I want, and to be able to travel anywhere for medical help. I can't even begin to imagine what people go through, especially people with more serious medical issues going on, like a terminal cancer. It's insane to me. I'm just thinking about somebody's poor grandma who has to do that. And that's the crazy thing, is I guarantee that every single person watching this knows somebody in your personal life who has dealt with cancer or is dealing with cancer right now. Whether it's somebody that you work with or go to school with, family member, maybe.
My granddaddy died from colon cancer. My uncle died from lung cancer. His brother died from lung cancer. Like I could go down a list of family members that had cancer. Like it's no joke, bro. I like anytime I hear somebody in my family has cancer, it really breaks me down. Like it really brings tears to my eyes, because it's like, how can you stop it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did have one family member who actually had stage 4 cancer, and I don't know how, but that man fought. I'm talking about, the doctor gave him 2 days to live. That was 2 years ago. This man's still alive. Bro, I don't know how he did it. I guess it was just his mindset. But as soon as the doctor told him that, his whole family crying, he looked at all of us and he said, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be good. And I'll be damned, 2 years later, this man's still kicking. Like, you can't even tell he got it, honestly, other than his weight loss. But cancer is a very scary thing. A very, very scary thing. Like, I'm actually shocked that with all this technology that we have, like there's no surefire cure for it. Like that really bothers me. There's no way we got this much technology and nobody figured out anything yet.
You've dealt with cancer yourself. Cancer affects literally everybody. I don't mean to invoke fear in any of you by saying this, but cancer is, as a fact, the second leading cause of death. In 2023, it's estimated that 600,000 people in the US alone are going to die from cancer. And that's just the US, millions worldwide. So just imagine how many of those lives we could potentially save by donating to a charity that specializes in finding cancer early. And with that being said, I think early detection and prevention is the most important part, because it is a fact that most cancers, if found at stage 1, can be treatable. And guys, this is the main reason why I wanted to make this video in the first place, is to spread awareness and to say a giant fuck you to cancer. I truly believe in the saying, powers in numbers. The more that we can rely on each other and the more that we can lean on each other for support through hard times like medical issues like this, the better. By just watching this video and spreading awareness about early detection and prevention, you could potentially save somebody's life. I found the perfect nonprofit charity that specializes in prevention and early detection. This charity is specifically covering an area that is not paid as much attention to. If every single person here watching were to donate $1, I cannot even fathom how much that would change the lives of thousands of people. If we want to say a giant fuck you to cancer, this is the way to do it. Click the link down below. I made my own page with Fuck Cancer that says all other information you should know about the charity. And again, guys, I think this could be so awesome if, as the internet, we come together and we say a giant fuck you to cancer. I'm also going to be selling these hoodies, which a lot of you guys have asked me about because I've been wearing it for the past 6 months, in all these different colorways. And I promise you guys, if you grab a hoodie, every single dollar that you spend on one of these hoodies and or t-shirts, just getting something for your donation, will go to this nonprofit charity. We can say the biggest fuck you to cancer ever. And again, that's all I would ever want. And as for me and my situation, you might be wondering how my story ends. So I went to 3 more doctors and got 3 more oncologists' opinions, and
cancer free.
Yeah.
Oh, this is recent.
My best friend was diagnosed with cancer. For the next couple of months, through surgery and chemotherapy, he has fought like no other. Super inspiring. Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But as of 1 week ago, he was officially in
no more chemotherapy. I have officially beat cancer at 26 years old. I'm never gonna look back on this situation and be like, damn, I had cancer. Nah, fuck that. I'm looking back on this situation and being like, I beat cancer's ass at 26. In the long run, and especially raising money for charity, I think this happening to me is gonna be way more of a positive than a negative, and it's all perspective. The hard truth of it is that cancer affects literally anybody at any time, and so all we can do is spread awareness and fight against it as hard as we possibly can. So again, with all my heart, first of all, I want to say thank you for all the support that you've given me through my tough journey. Donate to the link down below, Fuck Cancer, perfect charity for this. That would mean the world to me, and let's do something awesome. Donate down below. It's time for us to all come together and say a giant fuck you to cancer.
That's dope, man. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all go click that link and donate to my boy, bro. I'm gonna donate myself, but I'm happy for you, Colby, bro. you a true warrior. You a true warrior, bro. I love your channel. I love you as a human being. I love your energy, the way you act in your videos, the way you are as a person, dog. From one YouTuber to another, bro. I love you, bro. I love Sam too, but y'all know this ain't about Sam. Sam, I love you, but but Sam and Colby, I love you. You feel me? I love you. All right, Colby, I love you, my boy. All right. But anyways, man, like I said, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment down below, and make sure you share this video, dog. Make sure you share this video. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the post notifications. That way you won't miss another video from your boy Shy J. But that's gonna do it for this one, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping by the channel, rocking with your boy. Make sure you stick around to the channel for more videos dropping, man. This is your boy Shy J, and I'm out. Peace.